guys, welcome back to my channel. So I recently reflected on 2019 and I thought it would be fun to share five things that I have learned the past year. So I think it's very important to reflect in general on things, but especially on like a whole year, because then you realize like what actually happened and what you have learned. So the first thing that I have learned is to have a good insurance on the stuff in your house. So yeah, of course this was going to be the first thing that I would say that I have learned. Thank God we had an insurance on our stuff, so we were covered. Yeah, we were covered for when the fire happened in our house. So you never know if stuff like that would ever happen to you, but make sure that you have a good insurance on your stuff, not only for a fire but also for a flood, I think that's how you say it. That can happen also, of course. So yeah, that was like the first thing, the most important thing I have learned, but also something I want to give you as advice also. The second thing that I have learned is that my taste for interior design will change. So first, when we bought our house, I had this vision and I was pretty sure of myself what I would love. So yeah, we basically bought all the things that we loved, and I thought, you know, this is going to be my style forever. This is just what I love. But then like 6 months later, I started to discover that I also all of a sudden I liked things that I thought I would never like in a house, and I thought that would never happen. So that was kind of strange. So what I have learned is to know that my taste will change, and it's also fun to change things up in your house. But yeah, what I learned is that you should not buy like that expensive stuff in your house the first time that you ever move out or move into your new place, because your style will change. And yeah, so when you want to change things up, it's good that you haven't bought like very expensive things, so it won't cost you that much money when you want to change it up and want to, for example, use some more colors or different kind of colors, tones in your house and stuff like that. The third thing that I have learned in 2019 is that you think you have enough time to plan your wedding, but you don't. So my advice for you is that you should start planning your wedding at least 8 months before. 8 months sounds like a lot of time, you know, and it sounds far away, but trust me, it is not. The time will pass so fast, and when it's like 3 months before your wedding, you start stressing out like crazy, and you also always want to have like a plan B. So for example, what if your photographer all of a sudden can't shoot your wedding, or the person that will make your cake get sick or something like that? So when you start on time, you literally have enough time to also make a plan B when that kind of stuff occurs, And yeah, like, let's be honest, you will be the only person that plans your wedding. Yeah, like, I know we women think like, yeah, we will plan our wedding together and my husband will help me, but we all know, and this is the truth, that men really don't care about the wedding, and they don't care about those little things, and what will the cake will look like, and how will the flowers be, what color, and stuff like that. They just don't care, and they won't start planning 8 months before. Like, are you kidding me? They will think you're crazy, but trust me, you're not. So start planning your wedding at least 8 months before, and do everything as soon as you can, so you don't have to stress out, and you can just be chill and also enjoy the process before your wedding day. The fourth thing that I have learned is that people can't feel or know how I feel if I don't tell them. So I'm a type of person that thought that other people should just like know or feel my emotions, or just smell them or something like that. But if you don't communicate and you just don't tell them how you feel, then they can't know. And how could they know? Because we all think different, and we all feel different. We're all different human beings. So I have thought to just tell how I feel, and to not bottle up emotions, and just tell it right away and communicate. And I have thought that, yeah, that made just a huge change for me, because I'm a type of person I find it pretty hard to communicate about my feelings and to tell them out loud, because when I tell them, they become reality, and then I get very emotional. I discovered that just explaining your emotions right away and not bottling them up is such a huge relief, and so important. And I feel I got pretty good at it, and I'm very proud of myself, because that was one thing that I was really struggling with, and I found it really hard. And now when I look back on it, I'm like, why was that so hard for me? Because it is really the most important thing that you can do, is just communicate and tell other people how you feel exactly, and then you talk with each other, and it's just the best thing ever. And all of your emotions suddenly just like, you feel, they just like go away, and you feel so much lighter. So yeah, that was a really important thing for me. The last thing that I learned, and this is also such an important one, is that only I am responsible for my feelings, and only I can change them. I'm a type of person that thought that other people should and could change the way I feel. For example, if I'm feeling like sad or down or something like that, I thought, my husband or a friend or my parents, they should like cheer me up and make me feel better about myself, and that it was their job to do that. And when I read this book that was talking about that only you are responsible for your feelings and only you can change that, it kind of hit me, because then I realized, oh my god, I am giving like other people this task to do, and that's so not fair, because other people are just not responsible for how you feel, and they also cannot change the way you feel. So only I can choose to be sad, and only I can choose to be happy, and it comes from within. So I discovered that it is wrong to think that it is someone else's job to make you feel a certain way. Only you are responsible for your feelings, and only you can change them. And I think that's very important, especially in relationships. And just not to expect that someone else is responsible for your happiness because they're not. You know, only you are responsible for that, and only you can change yourself. So that was it, you guys. Those were 5 things that I have learned in 2019. Feel free to let me know what you have learned. You can comment down below or tell me on my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time in another video. Bye!